Rapetti sat down with me to set the record straight. It's his first and only interview since he was hit with a whopping list of 40 serious crimes, including manslaughter. Tonight he's a free man, but still haunted by the past.
I really haven't been able to mourn my friends. I went from being injured to not knowing what was going on to being indicted.
Crane operator William Rapetti was relieved as he walked out of criminal court, cleared in the deaths of his 6 co-workers and a tourist who died in the 2008 crane collapse in Midtown Manhattan. He bypassed a full mob of media without speaking to anyone, only to sit down for this exclusive interview. It was devastating losing his co-workers, who were also his close personal friends, but then to be accused of taking their lives was almost too much to bear, until he thought of their grieving families.
Every Father's Day, every Mother's Day, every Christmas, it's never been the same.
The father of 3, who's been married for 28 years, was looking at the possibility of spending his life behind bars until he heard those 40 not guilty verdicts. He was so busy working with his attorney, Arthur Idala, on the case, he barely had time to deal with his own gut-wrenching loss.
These guys did this day in and day out. They did this like they were brushing their teeth. This was not normal occurrence. This was abnormal.
Prosecutors said Rapetti used a faulty sling to secure the crane as it was being raised. Attorney Idala successfully argued that the steel I-beams, which are the main stabilizers for the crane, were substandard in size and too weak for the job. A dangerous situation far outside the scope of Rapetti's responsibilities. But that didn't stop this crane operator with more than 30 years' experience from complaining to the bosses.
Nobody paid attention. No one said we need to fix that, except Bill Rapetti. And when he raised that as an issue, he was shoved, he was poo-pooed. You're a blue-collar guy, Mr. Rapetti. Go do your job on the crane. Don't worry about the crane. This is our job. We have all the degrees.
Rapetti's experience and knowledge were the reason he was asked to operate the main crane at Ground Zero. He worked for 4 months straight after 9/11, helping to recover the remains of those who died. Now he's finally able to look ahead, and he told me he's not sure after the loss of his friends if he'll ever be able to work on a crane again.
I care about the people I work with. And I know I do a good job when I'm in that seat. I don't know if I ever can or ever will. So I can't answer that right now.
Rapetti was injured himself in the accident and suffered a partial foot amputation, but he's not thinking of himself right now. Tomorrow morning he plans to go with the widow of one of his workers to put flowers on his